Welcome to our live discussion, the Itty Bitty Nerdy Committee. I'm Beastie Boy.
I'm Table.
I'm Red.
And it is I, Shino Brando.
And we'll be discussing recent news from across the multiverse live from video games, anime, comics, and more. And stick around after the news to hear us discuss some Invincible.
Oh, yeah.
But today we're diving in with the news that I got. So, if you would. Magic Man?
Go on.
Magic Man. Okay, then. If anything. So what I'm just talking about is going to be a reminder about next week, May 14th, for both a TV series and some video games. Ooh. Yay. So if you're a fan of, space, venturing, squad mates, all that, shooting villains, then Mass Effect.
Shut up. You're talking all that sweet stuff.
Yeah. But yes, Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition, basically the remaster or, the touch up for the famous trilogy game is coming out on the 14th. So if you've pre-ordered that or if you haven't, just be ready to go get that. You got some time. Get that game. Some good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You said all the magic words that I like. And it's like, how have I not played this before?
So,
I don't know.
What I've been hearing from early reviews of this, from this trilogy, is that somewhere between a remaster and a remake is where this particular version lies.
Okay.
In a sense, yeah.
Because because the building blocks of it become more than just we just painted it with an HD coat of paint, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's going in and actually reconstructing some things, expanding on some things. You get all the DLC in this one package, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
So not only are you getting the most complete package of these three games, but also you're going to get super shiny.
Yeah, and there's even some there's some discussion too on YouTube of where certain maps have been slightly reconstructed, so it's just more visible and all that stuff. But it's obviously depending on situations of missions and all that. So, but yeah, they've made some touch-ups for even gameplay situations, like bringing in mechanics from Mass Effect 3 into 1 and 2. So that aspect will be a lot easier to handle if people are more used to the Mass Effect 3 playthrough, because honestly, from all the games, the gameplay and mechanics was a lot better from there. Yeah. So it'll be some good stuff. And on the other side of space, we got some more beautiful art, even robots, possibly even anime or just realistic, TV stuff. But we got Volume 2 of Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys have seen Volume 1, correct?
Seen some. I haven't watched the whole thing, man.
I think I've seen the whole thing twice.
Damn.
Yeah.
You are on the ball.
Damn.
I really there's one particular episode. Don't mind me if I take this up a little bit, but there's one particular episode where it's a big white robot, and then they find a game console, and that's the Mark 1, and he's like the Mark 45.
I'm trying to think. Is it is it just the 3 robots walking around?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then there's
you know what?
robot boxing one. That one's fucking dope too.
Oh, that one is unique as hell.
That one I go back to a whole bunch.
Then it means I think I've seen the whole thing. Now I have to go back to make sure.
Well, you had the time. You got at least a week because it's coming on the 14th. But yeah, the Volume 2 will be coming out. So from anyone has seen per se Orange is the New Black, there was an actress who was from the series who was into one of these episodes that I noticed. So I was like, oh, this is dope. So Volume 2 will be, I think, accessing more actors as well. And I saw Michael B. Jordan in the possible trailer for this. So we're getting more, in integrating of more actors, more animations, more people of color. And it's just so unique and so cool about these anthology stories. And I love it. And I'm just so hyped. Yeah. So yeah, two favorite things that I love robots, space, death,
Both.
love.
Yes, both things fulfill my fantasy. I am watching seeing things happen in a sci-fi fantasy, and I get to be Robot Man with a gun.
Exactly. You got it. You're speaking those mad facts.
And in both those series, you get to fuck anybody you want.
Yeah, the limits
Wait.
aren't
Pause.
really around.
Pause.
You can fuck a robot if you want.
Rewind all of that.
Yeah, rewind space time. Okay, yeah, for sure. What do you want? Yeah.
So you're telling me that not only do I get to be Robot Man with a gun, but
you get to be Robot Man with a gun with a schlong.
Sexy Robot Man with a gun.
Or
Robot Woman.
Or Robot Ambiguous.
You're telling me I can fornicate with these things?
You can fornicate with the universe of all kinds.
Oh man, I'm gonna be Captain Kirk, man. Okay, I gotta get this game.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Captain Cheeto, huh? That's a black hole. I'm gonna put my dick in it.
It's your one kind of hole.
Listen
I
here,
know that reference.
I never see a hole I never liked. I'm out.
Oh no.
Okay,
but yeah,
I'm gonna say one thing and then we'll transition. Ready?
Go for it.
Neither have I.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, if you like all this stuff, then be ready for next week. Catch up on the previous games if you wanted to see a story, or just get ready for Mass Effect in general and get ready to play that, and then revisit Volume 1 for Love, Death, and Robots, which will be coming out next week on the 14th.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. But that's all for me.
Right on.
I believe that brings us to my news.
That's you.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm just bringing us some casual, stupid, childish news. We talked about a while ago that Paramount Plus was doing a bunch of revivals and stuff to make their streaming service even somewhat worthwhile, given that the more of them there are, the less valuable they each become.
Damn.
That's just the way of the market, buddy. But iCarly is one of the shows that's getting a revival that we didn't talk about. And it's looking at a summer release, which is bizarre. The big thing here, right? So if you recall, the original cast was Miranda Cosgrove, Jerry Traynor, Nathan Kress, Janet McCurdy, and Noah Munck ended up being upgraded from side character to main character as the show progressed. It had over 97 episodes, and it was 6 seasons long. So it wasn't, like, it was popular. iCarly did its dues. It was good. And they're reviving it 9 years later. And you might ask, well, how's that gonna go? So Janet McCurdy, who has stepped back from acting, isn't going to be involved in the project as far as anyone can tell. So no Sam. There's no word on if Gibby, Noah Monk's character, will be appearing. But as of right now, to know. Yeah. Yeah. Man. But we have Miranda Cosgrove, Jerry Traynor, and Nathan Kress. So Carly, Spencer, and Freddie. And we also have 2 new cast members joining the team. They are Lacey Mosley, who will be playing Harper, Carly's roommate and best friend, and Jaden Triplett, who is playing Millicent, Freddie's tech-savvy stepdaughter.
Are we solving crimes or something?
Whoa, wait.
What's happening? I've got a sneaking suspicion about where this is going to go. But Table, do tell us.
Oh god,
what's happening here?
Oh jeez.
It's really not clear what the fuck they're on. Like, obviously, it's some kind of drug. But
what?
Oh my god.
What?
It's a little bit baffling. So, I guess 9 years later, it's not out of the realm of possibility for one of their characters to be married. He was like 16 at the end of it or something.
I suppose so, yeah.
Like, okay, 25-year-olds can be married, but he's got a stepdaughter, so I guess he's... I don't even want to go down this road, but I'm like, okay, did he marry someone who had a baby when she was a teenager, or is he marrying a MILF? Like, I don't know.
Funny thing is, like, I feel like Loki could just be they could pull a joke on that, and they might lead into that one, because like with how his mother was, Loki.
Yeah, he had massive mommy issues. So
yeah.
Oh, you are right. I forgot it.
Oh
yeah,
no,
Freddy.
I couldn't forget if I tried.
Oh no,
this is so funny.
So I'm actually terrified of what the hell they're doing with his character. And
oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh my god. I love you because you're like my mom.
Stop.
Freddy, what are you doing?
Freddy, what are you doing?
I don't know. I'm scared though. And if you look like at the images, right, with the weird thing, the picture in the middle is one of the most recent from like cast reunions or whatever. And so you see Jerry Trainor looks approximately the same, which is hilarious. Miranda Cosgrove looks like, honestly, her face looks carved in place. Like she always kind of had one of those like artificial smiles in promotional material, like top left. That's fake as hell. Whatever.
High cheek smile, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
She just got dimples, like heavy dimples, man.
I can be mean. She'll never hear this.
Fair enough. Like, go for it. Roast if you want. I'm not stopping you.
She really looks like she spent her time like marketing makeup or something.
Okay.
And Freddy looks like he's actually never encountered a razor in the past 9 years, but this is as far as he's gotten.
Oh my god.
I thought you were gonna go further than that, but like, I'm kind of glad.
Yeah, you're super nice. No one's gonna report that. No care. She's not gonna care.
It is perfectly reasonable critiques.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah. Like, oh, thank you. I look like I sell makeup. That's cool.
Yeah, like Miranda Cosgrove's what, 28, 29 now?
She has to be, because she has to be. I know she'd have to be older than me, by like at least a few years, if anything.
Yeah, she's 27. Okay.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, Nathan Kress is 28, and Jerry Trainor is 44. That man looks. I can't say if he looks 44. He just looks like a guy. He looks like a guy you'd see on a beach, and you go, "Huh." You'd think he would have a kid, but he does not. Weird. And then you move on with your day. You're like, "What's that guy doing at the beach all by himself?" Odd.
Jesus. Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
You did
that Loki was like a low blow, but that was funny as hell.
That poor guy.
Oh,
he's like, maybe I just like going to the beaches by myself.
Yeah.
Think about being the dad I never was.
Shit.
It's a weird thing to do a revival of, and they've pulled a weird series of cast members. I'm scared. I didn't plan to buy Paramount Plus simply because I respect myself too much to do that kind of thing. But I might steal the first episode of this just to find out what it's fucking doing.
Interesting.
All right. You look, you see Freddy takes the date home and he's like, "Oh, you have Oedipus Rex, and you have a bookmark in it. That's strange."
Oh God.
And then all you hear is like, before he leaves for the cast, is just like, "Mom, where's my PlayStation?" or something.
"Mom, I have company. Where's my Tang?"
Tang.
Okay.
Oh man.
We should stop before we mock these people too much.
Yeah.
You're right.
But that is the news I brought.
You're right. Let's take it from internet celebrities to well, from one weird revival that we question entirely to a revival that somebody asked for, and I'm glad they did.
Oh.
It is Sailor Moon Eternal.
Oh fuck.
So this is a 2-part movie slammed together. So there's just a break in it. of the Dream Saga from Sailor Moon, but done all nice in HD, premiering exclusively on Netflix on June 3rd.
But Netflix, really? That's the medium they want to put this out on?
Listen, okay, so for real, like the most common denominator that people have across the world when it comes to streaming platforms is Netflix.
That is true.
And I'll tell you right now that they heavily invested in an anime circuit like crazy. So you're going to see nothing but that stuff coming on that platform for next like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Renewal, I'm pretty sure. So yeah.
Excuse me.
No.
So this particular revival is just amazing. So a bunch of the original voice cast from the original series is coming back. The one right there from the 90s.
Oh, that's going to put a smile on my wife's face. Okay.
That's true.
I already messaged her about it, actually. So
what else was from the 90s that people would love an HD revival of? Hey, Sheena, what was that series we talked about recently?
Oh, you mean the Ronin Warriors?
I mean the very such.
I mean 5 fantastic battle armor samurai?
The very
Pretty
one.
boys.
Oh, pretty boys in fly-ass colors?
So, while my initial news was is that Sailor Moon Eternal is coming and it's going to be on June 3rd, and not only is it going to be available in a sub and a dub form, so for those purists, it's there for you. But hey, if we're in the business of, giving remasters to story arcs, I could think of a couple shows from the time period that could use the treatment.
I hear you. And there's Ronin Warriors. There's a Yu Yu Hakusho can get a nice little touch up. I wouldn't mind that. There's a few. I hear you.
Yeah. Just coming off of our episode of Ronin Warriors. Hello, it's right there. It's the great granddaddy of them all. You've already done an HD remaster of Saint Seiya there, Netflix. Let's get it going, my guy.
And surprisingly, you showed me some stuff. Like, I can't believe there's still such a search circuit for it, man. Like, people are still actively looking that stuff up. I'm shocked.
I am also shocked. If you have not been a part of our episode in an audio form or a video form, what I would highly recommend you do, if you want to listen to us chat about Ronin Warriors on what exactly that series is, as Shino eloquently guide us through the entire series and all the characters and even the OVAs.
Thank you.
Go search YouTube, Nerd Crusade, and it's our latest episode there.
It's a nice quick one. You get to jaunt in, jaunt out, have a good time.
Yeah. That's a reminder again that Sailor Moon Eternal is coming to Netflix June 3rd.
And you get to learn about a couple of guys in colors, similar to these Girl Scouts over here.
Heavily
these
shipped
are
with these
colorful Boy Scouts. Yeah. Oh, wait. Hold on. We forgot something, didn't we, Red? In the Name of the Moon.
In the Name of the Moon, I summon your news next.
All right.
Hey, yo.
Well, my news is nice and easy breezy.
Beautiful cover girl.
Just a little reminder. Yeah. Yes. You know what? Look at him. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Okay.
He's going to be my cover girl. Yes, sir.
That's right. Yes, he is. All right. But just to remind you that Loki, the trickster here himself, has moved his own date from Friday, June 11th to Wednesday, June 9th, because he says he can. Real reason behind that, though, is because one, this is going to be bleeding into the summer. You have one Marvel release due out July 9th, and that's on a Friday. So you don't want two of your own products competing. And because the Bad Batch just premiered, so they're on a Friday schedule as well. So you don't want to have two shows going off at the same time. Even though they're two different properties, you kind of want to have breathing space for two different shows. So they chose to push that show onto a Wednesday. So we'll be getting a Marvel show on a Wednesday, midweek. Give you something to watch midweek. Imagine that, instead of waiting all the way to Friday.
Yeah, it also makes that like really easy to split up the week because Fridays for the last 2 shows were really cool. I was like, oh, great. So, you go through your work week and suddenly we're at Friday and it's time.
Yeah.
Now we get to break up the week in half. Now it's truly hump day.
There you go. You have something to watch in the middle and something by the end of the week, right? Did any of you catch Bad Batch?
I have
no, but I absorbed it through osmosis, and by osmosis I mean the angry reactions of the people I follow on it online.
Oh?
Oh yeah, I follow a lot of people who are not super jazzed about the whitewashing in that show.
Yeah, the skin tones are.
Yeah, well, it's just you're really gonna put a picture of Omega next to a picture of Tamura Morrison and say those people are in any way related? Really?
Yeah.
And like, what the fuck's up with Tech's hairline? He looks like fucking Steve Jobs. What is this?
He looks like he's and they're gonna use their deviance.
Well, the issue with their deviant plotline becomes that they once again demonize the rest of the clones, which is just a dick fucking move.
Yeah.
All clones are good boys, damn it.
Until programmed to do Order 66. And further.
Well, until mind controlled, but that's not really their fault.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Minor
rant over. Don't mind me.
I know, I hear you. But aside all of that, though, I hate to admit that it has some pretty tight writing.
Shit.
Yeah, yeah. I hate to admit it, man, but it's got some really tight writing on it, and it's pretty solid. Entertaining at most too. And again, that intro, spoiler alert, Kanan Jarrus, right? So Filoni likes connecting his storyline anyways. He likes connecting all his stuff.
He loves his OCs.
So he's really leaving everything, he's putting everything on the table there, right? By putting, taking his shows and connecting them all together. And yet it still connects to the broader storyline somehow, some way, but not, not compellingly, but still connects. And so, he can get away with it. I don't mind, I liked Caleb. It was cool. And the show's pretty tight, so yeah, I'll continue watching. See where that goes.
I am super interested to hear you blow up my phone.
Yeah.
About what the fuck goes on in this show. I started Rebels with my significant other, and while we enjoy the show for sure, and we like all the characters, and Sabine's gay, don't at me.
Of course she is.
I
one look at her.
I'm stopping you.
It's 2 looks. Excuse you. 1 up, 1 down.
You're not wrong.
My point still stands. But seeing another show done in very similar art style, dope. I'm glad that story gets to continue, and that an animated Star Wars universe kind of gets to build out without the Skywalkers.
Like they're all like Anakin. Fuckers. Yeah, Anakin only just gets brief mention throughout Rebels, and like that's about it, right? I think he just has a brief mention in there, and that's it. So you don't really deal with Skywalker saga unless it's just like the movies, right? That's what it's strictly for, and you know how that went. So TV stuff now, that's the way to go.
They realized the fuck the pooch on that one, so they're actually trying to avoid the Skywalkers for a little while.
Yeah. They said sorry by giving you that Luke moment in the hallway, Mandalorian.
Was it you guys I had that conversation with that they had told the cast that they were using Plo Koon instead of Luke Skywalker as the Jedi that was showing up?
Really? So wait, not to give it away. I swear to God, but that dude got shot down, man.
He did, but like also he was such a space dad. I really think it would have been appropriate to throw him in the Mandalorian.
But if you're gonna
space
throw
dad
anybody
space dad
in a live action Star Wars thing, that's the man's,
I just think he'd be neat. Show me. Is Commander Wolf still alive? Pretty sure he's still alive somewhere.
Let
me go check my deep clone lore notes.
Yeah, did you watch Rebels?
Fuck off. Yeah, you're right.
Wolf.
I focus more on certain aspects of that ending.
Oh god.
But the same way that I refuse to accept that Commander Fox is dead. He's alive. Shut up. Anakin just gave him a weird hug. Don't worry about it.
Yo, man,
Come here, my friend.
Listen to me carefully, man. Rebels, they hurt you. They hurt you. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They just know they're gonna hurt you. They don't care. I hated every second. Every time they did it, I was like, "Oh, you bastards!" And they did it again. I'm like, "Oh my god!"
My emotions.
Yeah, you guys have no mercy? Too brute.
Some media goes, "Oh, no one is safe, but we'll only kill people occasionally." Rebels was like, "No one is safe, and we're going to kill people."
Murder.
Yeah. We're just gonna make them hype important and just be like, and just when you think it's safe.
Okay, so I am not the biggest Star Wars lore person, as anybody listening can probably hear. For my very simple Star Wars brain, where does this show take place along the 9 movies?
Bad Batch? Immediately after Order 66, like the same day.
Oh.
It just happened, and now they're doing this. Yeah,
it's literally the same fucking day. Yo, dude, this is the birth of the Galactic Empire. It's literally the beginning. Like the show starts during Order 66.
Yeah, that's why we get the Caleb cameo.
I see.
So this is immediately this is seconds after episode 3. This is seconds.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. Show's pretty tight, man. That's all I can say on that. So, in highlight this entire conversation, Disney Plus, as much as you want to hate that conglomerate, they're putting out some good content. So, thank you, Mouse.
I hate the Mouse, but damn, they've got content.
That's right.
But damn.
Oh, okay. I have your soul.
So, speaking of huge conglomerates and the shows they put out, it is now time for our Invincible conversation. So,
I like how we just skipped over Black Widow though.
That movie barely.
It's okay.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
You mean push back the movie?
You mean push back Mountain? What?
Yeah, exactly.
Pushback Mountain, but painfully heterosexual. Yeah.
Push Back to the Future? You mean that movie? Sure.
All right, from something bad to something actually polished and well done.
Oh, jeez.
From here on going forward, it is spoiler talk of every single episode of the Invincible series on Amazon. If you have not watched all these episodes, this is good night for you. Thank you for joining our stream. You can find us at Crusade Nerd on Twitter and at Nerd Crusade on Instagram.
Yeah,
go watch our Ronin Warriors. Go watch our Ronin Warriors episode on YouTube.
Yeah, go do that. Get educated on these fly ass pretty boy swagger guys. Okay, do that. They have some wicked armor. They go fight things. Do that. Leave the show now because we're about to go ruin things for you. How do you guys want to start this conversation? Because oh boy, this shit where it's going, you have no idea. Let's begin.
All right.
Mark is a good boy.
Mark Grayson is a good boy.
Mark Grayson's a good boy that gets his happy little ass handed to him.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
A lot.
He gets his cheeks clapped.
He wishes.
Absolutely.
Stop this.
So, right, let's talk about some Mark Grayson himself, right? The dude who thinks with 2 things and neither of them are his brain cells.
Aww.
Go on.
I'm not sure he has any brain cells.
He's got himbo brain cells. My man thinks with his costume and then with his penis and in that order.
Right on. Yeah. Speaking on that costume, so it is literally made. So when Image did a whole redux of their stuff and like redone their branding and all that, Invincible was one of that was like a launch title for that rebranding, and so his costume is literally the Image eye on the costume.
I see.
Yeah.
Subtle they are not. Okay.
Oh, wait, absolutely not. There is no way you could have gotten into this series and going, I wonder who makes the comic, and then not put that together.
Yeah, that costume's literally the eye from Image. Eye for Invincible, because
that makes sense.
Yeah, he was the new title for the relaunch.
Okay.
Honestly, though, the balls on this kid to go, yeah, I'm invincible without even like double checking his power set. All right.
Don't you mean invent and then just like title cut?
Well, I mean,
okay,
he's got
yeah,
he's got Viltrumite blood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
yeah, knock off evil Superman. Yep, thank you.
100%. Yeah. So
Omni-Man.
The fact that in every episode you didn't know when the title card was going to come, you were just waiting for somebody to literally say the word Invincible.
Mm-hmm.
Magical.
And
an art form in itself.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Nice big splash page. Yeah, no, I love the setup is nice. Man. Let's just talk, man. Like it's such a well-drawn show. Just really well animated, right? Like it just grabs your eye on everything it can possible. How do you guys feel, man?
I need more. So much more. And we're gonna get more. But
Jesus Christ.
Now. Jesus Christ. Every single time I turned on an episode of this show, I forgot it was just long enough week to week that I forgot how bloody the show was.
Yeah. Speaking of, so because I have experience with this by book form, so I know this show must have caught you off guard, because like the whole setup of that whole first episode is literally like getting to know Mark and seeing that he's got this heritage, this legacy and whatnot. And he's getting his powers, and you're feeling pretty good about it, right? And then you don't, and then you at the end, credits roll, and then you see the team, Guardians of the Globe, because you met them in the beginning of the episode. They're gathering again for. You're thinking it's like a gathering for like a briefing, right?
You're like, ooh, what's the world-ending threat this time? Let's go.
And then I'm pretty sure you guys must have caught off guard when Omni-Man came in and slapped the shit out of everybody in that fucking room.
So, dude, he paid patty cake with
the brains and organs out of everybody in that room.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody was playing a game of patty cake, but Omni-Man was the one winning.
Bro, the moment he took Red Rush and squeezed his head like a fruit,
crushed his skull.
Yeah, man. And from that point on, everybody else was just food, man. It was just
yeah.
And again, in book, and it's just like it's literally by frame the same thing, and I'm just like, wow, they did that really well. Really well, yeah.
And like even what is it? Which death was it? It was not a Darkwing guy. Like that Darkwing, that one,
dude.
Definitely not Batman, but definitely not Darkwing Duck.
No, dude, he treated him like a sack of rotten fruit, man. He was like bat, and then we're done.
No, I know. I was gonna say besides his the way he got beat up was brutal as fuck.
Bad.
But like the artistic, I guess, way that what's the Wonder Woman counterpart like or reference here?
War Woman.
War Woman, thank you. Literally War Woman, Jesus. Yeah, like the way, I don't know why to me that specific like kill was interesting as hell, but like the way it was animated, it's just like it was a quick head, like a Mortal Kombat finisher, basically. Yeah, and then you just like see her head, and she's like, and like you think she's like moving for a little bit, and she's like, "No, you're dead."
Oh no, man. Done. For me, it was Darkwing, because like he like that. You know what I mean? That's like a
flattered him.
Oh yeah, like you know what I mean. Like if Loki, you know what I mean. Like if Loki in Avengers 1 was mortal and Hulk did that to him, he'd be paced. That's exactly what happened.
100%, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he slapped this dude in two slaps. This guy. And first off, the first slam, Darkman was already dead and hemorrhaging.
Yeah, he didn't have to do it the second time.
Yeah, he didn't have to do it the second time. He just made sure. But he was never coming back from that in the first place.
Oh, never.
He was already crushed.
What about the green girl? I'm not gonna get her name.
Punched her,
green goat.
put a hole in her fucking head.
Yeah, no. She was straight up murdered. She's like, oh shit, and then she knew. She
knew. She threw a body, and she's like, oh fuck.
No, but
you didn't have time to go intangible. Like
no, because like what kills me too is like you see like who these people are outside of like their regular. Obviously being superheroes.
They have a little bit of lives, and they're actually going to do something, and they're a really helpful Justice League
Yeah.
And then
Omni-Man makes a stain out of them all.
Yo, bro, he the fact that he first off, you knew he was gonna have no mercy on a fish man, right?
I mean, yeah,
That's so
Aquaman,
true.
but actually a fish. Yeah, he was fucked.
Yeah.
You mean sushi
that
for
guy
dinner?
was-
What?
Yeah, he was done. You know that, right? Oh man, he crushed the whole squad.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure you guys were caught off motherfucking guard. And I'm happy about that because I'm like, I wanted you guys to sit there and watch this go down. And I was like, please, if this one episode doesn't get these guys hooked, then I don't know what I'm talking about. And I thank that, thank Yoda that you guys love this shit. Thank you.
Oh, dude, there was no way we couldn't, right down from the casting to the writing to that action sequence in episode 1 where he, like, the brutality of that was
jaw-dropping.
Like, exactly.
It set you up for things to come because that season finale fed you everything you could think horrific.
Oh my
that
god,
that season finale actually broke my fucking heart.
Gee,
right? It was
like
that's a child. That's a child. That's
and the
yeah, but with 17 more years though.
Dude,
listen here. Listen here.
It's so cruel.
Listen here. So throughout the entire thing, you're seeing Omni-Man like pressure Mark into doing all this stuff, and later on breaks down the whole Viltrumite thing, and you're seeing all the dirty deeds happen, right? So then we get to season finale now, and he's getting wrecked, right?
Thrashed.
Like just totally wrecked. Yeah, I can see how that breaks you. But like you see how impatient Omni-Man was through the entire time waiting for Mark to get those powers, and he's waiting. He's like 17, 7. He didn't know it was going to happen, right? He was waiting for that to happen. So he calculated now that he knows it takes 17 years for his powers to manifest in his seed.
Yep.
So when he told Mark, when he's beating the shit out of him, like, what's 17 years? 17 years wasted. 17 years wasted. You know what I mean? I could do it again. I want you guys to fucking remember those words. Don't ever forget them.
I'm not.
I actually don't think I could if I tried.
Like, because shortly before that was one of the most brutal sequences I've ever seen on a TV.
When the man's trying to make a point, he made a point. But then he fucked up because he just showed the entire world what he really was. And
right?
So,
it started off as like, haha,
yeah.
You can't even come close to the amount of power I have. You are so outclassed, it's not even funny.
For now.
Which it wasn't.
Now.
And then it turned into the ass beating of a lifetime.
He also made that mistake of going, surely I can traumatize you into cooperating with me, right? No, buddy, that's not how it works. It's the same way that back in episode 1, he punches Mark in the chest during their very first training session, and he hits him hard right in the sternum.
Yeah.
And Mark doesn't get it because his father has never hit him before, which great job on the parenting there, I guess, Omni-Man. You did great for 17 years.
Right, 17 years, hit it out of the park. I mean, oops.
Ooh, hit Mark out of the park, yeah. But no, he fucked up because from that very first moment, he should have realized he can't connect with Mark like that. That it doesn't work. That won't teach him. It'll just scare him and hurt him. And that's how you whittle away trust, motherfucker. Yeah. You hit him without even, like, it'd be one thing if he said, okay, we're gonna spar, I might hit you, be prepared for that. That's one thing. At least you know what's happening. But out of the blue, he was like, you got to do it more like this, and just smack the shit out of him.
You know why he did that?
Because he's a bad father.
But he had to see how invulnerable Mark really was.
Totally fair, but
everything he does everything he did, he doesn't care. Like, you have to get, like, you have to remember, like, Nolan is a fraud name. He doesn't really go by that name. That's a fucking Earth name that he doesn't care about. You have to remember that Mark Grayson is not a son to him. Mark Grayson is a project.
Pet project at best.
Oh yeah,
that's it. That's all it is. So he doesn't, he's smacking his kid to test how strong he really is. What can he lift? What can he punch? Is he stronger than me? But he's just testing out to see what Viltrumite blood does in a human body, and he got his results.
Yeah.
So he knows he knows he can do it somewhere else. He's just going to do it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so gross.
It's squishy, and it also does. So I think we can all agree, right, that in big scale trauma events in comic books, like when shit's going down on a potentially world-ending scale, comic books tend to show you building destruction and not much in the way of the actual carnage associated with world-threatening people and events. Invincible has absolutely no qualms with showing you people getting vaporized, crushed by falling debris, getting hit by a car that got thrown across the street. People die, and they give you hard numbers when they can count that high anyway.
Yeah. They want to show you that in a real setting, superheroes are not all that cracked up to be, man. This shit's dangerous, dude. You have to remember, these guys, they can't protect everybody, and so you're, collateral.
Collateral is huge.
Yeah, man.
And speaking of the finale a little bit earlier, like watching Mark hold up that building and try to save the 2 lives in there
that he could see.
And
like the mother and daughter,
failing hard,
and he didn't let go,
and he couldn't have let go.
No, he never did.
He didn't let go. Of
you guys, I have a question for you guys.
And it didn't matter.
Yeah, I have a question for you guys. You guys like rematches?
You know, I fucking love rematches.
Fucking tell me more, because I know you're saying something.
I would love to see that fight round 2 when Mark sucks a little less.
So remember that composition with Alan?
I fucking love Alan. Alan is my favorite character in this show.
Alan's the alien, right? Oh yeah.
He's a little important too. Remember Alan, okay?
Remember Alan, Alan. I couldn't forget him if I wanted to.
Yeah, remember Alan, man. Don't ever forget this Cyclopean, this G. Don't forget him, because he's important later on too. Yeah, that conversation that he had at the end. Yeah, man. Listen, like I was telling you guys before, Mark's got a steady regiment coming up. He's gonna be busy. He's gonna be getting nothing but motherfucking work, cardio, burn them calories, man. Every day, every night, because motherfucking Omni-Man went fucked up by showing the public that he's a fuck up. So he's no longer there. So like everybody's gonna be taking a crack now, because like essentially Superman's gone. So I mean, like, fuck, if the most invulnerable thing is gone, I mean, what do we got to lose, right? Right.
Now we have everything
skip
to lose.
leg day.
Yeah.
Everything.
Right. Now we have Invincible, who's got to take his dad's place, because he was talking to Cecil. What's his name? Was it Cecil? I can't remember his name now.
Cecil's the head of the
Cecil.
Folks.
I always gravitate to call him fucking like something else, but I've got
Basil Exposition.
Right, exactly. I'm glad I can remember his name. But yeah, Cecil, man. Cecil told him, like, like I hate to break it to you, but we got motherfucking hire you, bro. You're the closest thing to Omni-Man that we got right now.
We actually don't have a choice, buddy.
Yeah, like we need you to do this. And so he's like, let me think about it. But then like we had that conversation with Alan. He's just like, no, all right, cool, man.
Gotta finish high school.
Gotta finish high school. And
okay,
there's things in between.
His first meeting with Alan, though, is the funniest fucking thing in the world.
Yeah.
He gets up there, he starts getting tossed around. They take it to the moon, and he's like, wait, I just want to talk. And he's like, oh, are you using your timeout? I get a timeout?
Yeah.
Timeout. I don't make the rules. There are rules? Oh, God.
What's a timeout?
Using your timeout? I thought we were having a fight to the death. Why is there a timeout?
I'm here to recruit a fighter from Earth. Oh, and that's Urath.
Urath. That's completely different. Nice try, though.
Oh, man. He's like, are you sure? Because it looks kind of the same. Like,
is it with a U or an E?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
hilarious. Alan, I can't wait to see him again.
Yeah, he's gonna be around later on because, well, like he told Mario, you really can't trust a Viltrumite, man. Those guys are bad news, dudes. So no.
Speaking of characters, though, I have one that I have a fucking gripe with.
Oh,
okay.
And I told you this. Who? This person.
Yeah. Who grinds your gears, man?
Fucking Amber. That bitch. She's a whole bitch. Okay, and also like there's gonna be a reason why, but there's also something.
Yeah.
I actually have a quick question before I bring up my reasoning. In the comics, is Amber a different race or ethnicity?
I'm trying to remember. I think the characters pretty much are off panel, man. I believe they're all one and the same.
1-to-1.
Okay. Yeah. So I can't really fully go on this comment then, because like there had been mentions of her, I guess, possibly being like a white character beforehand, or like Caucasian character. So like the portrayal of like her.
I'm trying to remember.
Because like if that is the case, right? The portrayal of like of her attitude and all that stuff, obviously, let alone just how the character is, like people were just like mentioning that of like, the switch from that to being personal color, which is cool. Like we see that a lot in some medias and all that stuff.
Right.
Turning
she's
personal
white
color.
in the comics.
Okay, there we go. So the way she acts was kind of like, it felt like they were targeting her as like that bad angry black person, and I was like, that's weird. And people were bringing this up on like different social medias, and I was like, that makes it worse, because then they made her like a bad person. I don't want to be mad at her for that. Yeah.
But here's the thing, right? Based on the actress that's giving her the voice, and that person being a vocal person, if that was the case, like that actress,
something would have been said.
If she felt uncomfortable or felt like that was not what she wanted to portray,
100%,
especially in this day and age where like, hey, you know what, if we're gonna tell black stories, or this character's gonna be black and played by a black voice actor, right, it's good that Amber did a race switch that way to fit not only the actress that was voicing her, but also might have been more in line with the character that was portrayed on screen.
And again, that's where I'm like, like I'm not like completely mad about it, but it's just like, the aspect of the idea was like, but like at the same time, this means that she's doing a good job of portraying the character, which is what I'm okay with. At the same time, it's a weird like gripe with it. But nonetheless, Amber in general, in the show, this bitch found out or knew, like, is dating people who don't know, obviously, who people are watching or are just kind of getting it. She dates Mark in the series, and she doesn't know, supposedly, that Mark is a superhero. We find out in the like last 2 episodes or so that she knew all along at some point. Right. And she was like, "Oh, I knew you were this hero." I was like, "Oh wait, you did?" And it's like, "Yeah, but you lied to me." Bitch, he's saving your life.
Are you not aware of what a secret identity is? You think he should go telling people in his high school? Man,
right? He didn't even tell his best friend. He's not telling some girl he just ever so barely saved a handful of weeks ago.
Is at least they're giving her some justice in this one, because in the book she didn't know, like, she's a whole bitch too. So so
so my hate for this, like, not hate, but like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, when I asked you guys before, like, are you guys attached to Amber? Because like
fuck no,
like don't.
I like her character and what's on screen. I appreciate that, like, she is complex. And that she has that layer to her. Like, it's hella fucking Two-Face. But that makes her stand out and not just be the angry or sassy black person.
Until she meets a guy named Gary.
What the fuck's a Gary?
Who the fuck is a Gary? Actually, you know what? I'll do you one better. Why the fuck is it Gary?
That's a
Why the
bad
fuck
question.
is Gary?
You know what? That
Why the
one.
fuck is
You
Gary?
know what? I'm not sure which one's the best question, but all of them. You know what? Gary.
Why the fuck is Gary? Because Gary's there and Mark's not.
Oh.
Oh. No way.
Oh boy.
All right.
If they go that way, which I'm pretty sure they're gonna. That's what I'm saying. If y'all attach to Amber, don't.
No,
yeah.
no, because after
A
what she
character
fucking
I'm
pulled,
more attached to is Adam Eve.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay.
That's someone to care about. Yeah, that's someone to care about.
So
Adam Eve.
I gotta be real with you guys. I have a certain level of disdain for Adam Eve simply because she doesn't wear a mask and she uses her literal first name in her superhero moniker.
So
what
do you
fuck, madame?
Do you remember how she explained that? She literally
because it's literally expect to see a superhero, you won't see one. Mother bitch.
But
you know how many people
do you know why that's
like X person? Someone's gonna notice. It's your literal name.
You see, but you see, the thing is, you're taking that too serious. It's literally inserted in there to make fun of Clark Kent. The whole motherfucking thing.
I see it. I do. I swear. But that's your name, ma'am. That's just straight up your name. That's like if I'm gonna go be super table, like for real.
Like, or if Clark Kent decided that, you know what, I'm done with Superman. That's too generic. Fuck around. You know what, Clarkman.
Exactly. This is exactly why she's made that way. She's made exactly to pick up on that whole joke of how ridiculous that whole thing is. Right? That's exactly why she is.
Even wear pants, man.
Yeah, like that's exactly what it is. She is just
not
send
like
up.
She needs them. I mean,
right?
Like,
she's the send up of the
not Jean Grey.
She's the send up of the secret identity. She's a send up of it. The idea of it for those heroes who don't wear masks.
100%.
I see you. I do. I'm still gonna yell about it.
Yep.
So as much as you guys take, well, that's the thing. As much as you guys take Invincible as, because there has very serious moments, right? But that Invincible at the same time is like, how can I say it? It's a jab at the superhero trope too. The whole
commentary on superhero.
Yeah,
100%.
You see all the references and all that stuff too. Like,
right, Cecil being an allegory to Gordon is just the most amazing one of them all.
That's basically it. Yeah, like the whole thing is shaped up for that. So the idea of like Adam Eve kills me because like she literally gives like the most base explanation of any comic book explanation that you could give for seeking identity, where you're running around maskless and using your name. And this is like, that's the reason why it works, because who expects me to be here? You're right. There's no way she can be Adam Eve. Yeah, there's no way. He can't be Clark Kent. All he does is take off glasses. There's no way. There's no way.
She doesn't even wear pants.
She doesn't need them. Listen, I have got problems with her powers.
Well, I have problems with her logo as well, because if you look like most of the, I actually had to look up her costume because I was like, why the fuck is her logo a crossed out feminine symbol? It's not, it's an atom overlaid on it, which makes more sense. But I was like, ma'am?
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, it looks wrong, right?
You know what? She is never in a frame where that is visible. It definitely looks like a cross of the symbol the whole time.
It's just like anti-woman, and I'm like, why? Why are you like this?
But here's the thing, right? That is also a tribute to like the building blocks of this show in like development, right? You can start to tell that as we got closer to the season finale, that's where all the money went for the fucking show.
First off, Taylor, I like the fact that you brought up that whole symbol thing, because like the amount of mail that they received over that for a while,
so. And it looks bad.
Having to explain. Again, the whole thing's a send up too. So it's all little subtle jabs that you're looking at. It's all in there. Yeah.
Oh, 100%. And I appreciate everything it's going to do, but damn, was this a whole heck of a handful?
As we get further, man, she's about to be extreme. She's about to be extreme woman to a degree, man. And I wish I could tell you guys without spoiling, but there's no way I can really tell you without spoiling things. So
by extreme, like in a good way,
in a good way, in a good way.
Oh, also, Table I had mentioned something. Sorry, in like a certain Marvel girl. Is that what you're saying, Table? Or
like a certain Marvel girl going supernova, perhaps?
No, it's not so much so. Man, I can't give it away without saying too much, man. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. No,
damn.
You know what? I just can't. I can't. It'll just be too much information. You guys will be like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, "No, I can't tell you that. You guys have to just see it for yourself."
I want to know the Loki.
I can't say it.
Well, in regards to things we can say, Mark's mom's really good at her job of being a good mother. She's just a good parent.
You know what? Thanks for bringing that up. That's a good way to actually to run that little hint. Right on. Big ups to super moms. All right.
I am looking at you with raised eyes emoji.
What in the Sam fuck did you just say?
All right.
No. And now, see, you do this, and my brain starts thinking different theories.
It's time
you
to
know you do.
All right, there,
and now
brains, let's put that away.
Wicked. All right, I did it. Yeah, boy.
I mean, they also really went off with the art style, in my opinion, because they committed 100%. To looking comic booky. And then suddenly you were like, "Oh Jesus Christ, what am I looking at?" And I think because of the art style, it constantly lulled you back into I'm watching an animated superhero thing. How bad could it be? Even when you knew how bad it could be, and then it got that bad again.
And then it was a train
Every
sequence.
Time was a kick in the gut. That train scene was viscerally upsetting.
Yes.
The amount, listen, okay, so that whole scene reminds me of a thing in Steven Universe where Steven stands up and starts to regale his tales thus far to a doctor/therapist. And
yeah, and you realize that he actually just got all those injuries that you were like, oh, haha, it's a cartoon, so he's fine. And you're like, oh, he's not fine. He's never been fine. Fuck.
Shit.
Like, the amount of trauma Mark experienced in however long that actually was for him.
15 minutes, maybe.
Dude, that was a compelling day. That's a rough day, dude.
That's a whole ass day, that's for sure.
That's a whole day, man.
His dad took him on the worst field trip of his life. I'm sorry.
Bro.
Stop.
Daddy
Son anti-bonding time.
Sunday ever. Yo, Kevin's dad took him to the zoo. You beat my ass, bro. What the fuck?
You just kicked the shit out of me, Dad. Across the globe. All through Chicago.
God's dad works at the fucking
New York
the
subway
Doritos
line.
factory. It's cool. It's cool to see chips being made. You beat my ass until I had to eat shit out of a straw. Out of my own ass, Dad. What the fuck is that?
I just can't believe I thought of that analogy. That is so bad. Like, how do you go? You're gonna work with your dad to take down a super monster thing, like kaiju, basically, in that sense of level. And then you realize no, he's actually let alone being obviously an alien, but being the factor of
he's evil,
a murderous alien. Yeah, this dude is trying to take over other places, and then to even make that worse, this man does not give two living fucks of you.
No,
ever. There's a bit of a heart for a second, and then he doesn't give a fuck.
Yo, I hope you guys like rematches.
Bro, I'm so ready for a rematch.
I'm so ready for rematches.
Mostly because, the double ass kicking and the absolute healing coma Mark Grayson had to be put in after his encounter with fucking Battle Beast. And then,
but
what seems like just a couple days, but is probably months.
Yeah.
Months max for him to actually be able to stand properly.
But you see, Vulture mites, like motherfucking Saiyans, when you beat their ass inwards, when they heal, they're a bit tougher the next time around, man.
Listen, okay.
So wait. Every time he gets himself absolutely curb stomped, he's leveling up a tiny bit?
A little bit. His body's withstanding the trauma, and thus it makes itself a little bit tougher the next time around.
Okay. So,
man,
ass whoopings.
Let me just ask you a question. What's his superhero name?
Cut out. No, I'm joking. Sorry.
You can't fucking kill this boy.
Invincible.
Okay.
I know. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
Listen, okay? I'm just waiting for, like, the Savage Dragon episode.
Oh, man.
If we're gonna get Image, no, give me Image. Let's go. Skybound, you hear me? I want it. No, give me Savage Dragon. Give me, like, an inkling. Give me, like, the dude's, like, fin on his stupid head.
Big ups to Eric Larson's Savage Dragon. I hope you make it one panel in season 2 somewhere in the background. You're just there.
Mm-hmm.
I need a Savage Dragon in there somewhere.
Just to throw a quick reference back to what Table had brought about the mom, like, and a little as well, like the whole casting choice of like each character is like fucking phenomenal, like choice wise, even for like even side like small characters or even like one episode characters that you see like every now and then, like fucking wow. I didn't even like, because I saw the list, or I think there was a video that talked about like who was playing who per se by voice, and I was like, holy shit, each one of these people are doing a fantastic job at like portraying the not only character and the voice, but like the personality and bringing that to life and making it unique of like even for per se even a moment, but just like it's so fucking well done, and that's what I like. I'm so intrigued about this.
Yeah, you have some. Well, it's because you got some quality talent on here, right?
Oh, fuck
100%.
Right.
Even I was gonna say even
what Stephen Yoon, you got J.K. Simmons, you got Zazie Beetz, you got
J.K. Simmons is the best one in the whole show. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, man. There's Kevin Michael Richardson. There's a whole bunch of them on this show, man.
Even I think Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, Mahershala Ali, man. He plays the concrete gangster, man. I can't remember his name.
I didn't know that's who it was, and I was like, fuck off, you're doing a lot, and I'm proud of that.
Yeah, man.
My man's working.
Oh yeah.
What's her name? Sonequa Martin Green. She was the Green Ghost there, in episode 1.
Whoever plays Damon Darkblood.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the name again?
Sonequa. That's Clancy Brown, man. That's Lex Luthor.
Love the fucking design, by the way.
It's Mr. Krabs.
Stop.
Oh, well, shit.
That dude has made enough money.
Ravioli. Show me the formula.
That dude has made enough money from SpongeBob. That dude's got a house and kids paid off. This is just gravy.
Yeah, man.
Oh, even fucking I didn't know this, and this is like a throwback too. But you'll get us more if anything. But the principal, the voice actor for him.
You don't think I recognize Uncle Carl?
I didn't know that was him. I haven't seen that show forever, and like as soon as I saw his face, I was like,
"Do you not see,
shut up."
Case. Do you not see the school? The name of the high school?
Oh, I must have glossed over it or just forgot.
The name of the high school is Reginald Bell Johnson. The actor's name is Reginald Bell Johnson. I don't know why they have this obsession with Uncle Carl, but but that show loves that actor, Reginald Bell Johnson, and Uncle Carl. So like the principal's name is Winslow, and the school's name is after the actual actor who voices Principal Winslow, who is Carl Winslow from Family Matters.
Damn. Yeah. But like I was like so surprised that I threw him in. I was like, man, this guy is alive and it's out and acting. I'm like, fuck yes.
I don't even know why. I don't know why they just have this thing where they just wrote Reginald Bell Johnson as a school name and they just love this guy, so they just wrote him in.
Hey, you know what?
I don't know why, but
bless them for bringing him in and bringing like a small fraction of my childhood. Because like, I remember seeing like this besides like Fresh Prince and all that. But like, bless his heart that he's still around. So like, oh man, this is like a cool little tidbit from like all these different cast members here.
And mention of Battle Beast. If for those who want to know who that was voiced by, that was Michael Dorn, aka Worf from Star Trek Next Generation.
Dope.
Yeah.
So I have a spoily question. We got there at the end, a clip of Battle Beast more. Was that? Tell me they didn't lie to me.
You guys like rematches, man?
Oh fuck!
I would like to see every type of rematch. It's round 2 in the Thunderdome tonight, lads.
Oh man. Okay, so I want you guys to Sit down, get comfortable, get all your motherfucking snacks, get ready for rematches, man.
Okay, I like rematches.
Oh God. Yo,
rematches,
like
man.
the rib cage on Mark Grayson is gonna need like.
And keep your eyes on Black.
Motherfucker, you
keep your
need
eyes on
a
Black
puzzle.
Samson. Keep your eyes on Black Samson, please.
Oh
Black
right,
Samson.
he's got his powers back.
Yes, he does.
My eyes are ever so looking.
Yeah, keep your eyes, man. Keep your eyes open, man. There's things, you know what? In fact, if you guys do ever do a rewatch of this whole series, make sure you want to look at stuff in the background too. Pay attention to some shit. Okay.
Oh shit!
You know I love details.
Fuck.
Okay.
You know I like those references.
Just look around. Just look around, man. Just see some things. And now that you've watched the season 1, listen to some conversations over again.
Stop this.
I will be the first to say, and I'm sure my co-host will agree, that the moment season 2 has a release date, season 1 rewatch engage.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh man, guys, go back. Just go back when you have time. Go back and just listen to stuff and just keep your eyes really, really glued and look for things. Just look for things, man. Just see it.
Okay. Understand.
And for season 2, I have an idea where they're going. I don't know how they're going to rewrite it and kind of speed it up, but
well, we're getting 2 and 3. I mean, it got
2 and 3. Yeah. So there are things are cooking, man. And I wish I could talk to you about things that happen way later. I want to so bad, but I need you guys to get there. So
if it helps, I will go find comics from places that are definitely allowed to get comics from and read things, just so I'm up to date, so you can yell about it.
Red has my volume. Well, not mine, but my buddy's volume 1 on him right now, and I have volume 2 and 3 over here. So we can keep it in the realm, and when he's done, you can borrow that if you like. And,
100%.
I'll start circulating them around for you guys.
I'm a quarter of the way through it.
Take your time, man. Take your time, because you can see the differences. There's a few differences in there that you're gonna notice that you see, like in the show, that they kind of wiped out and kind of rewrote to kind of speed that up. But you'll see it.
Right. I'm just like the violence in that. I just want to see it portrayed. Yeah. And to me personally, like the violence in this show was like it helped with the storytelling, whereas in live action, for example, Amazon's The Boys. That's too much for me. I need to keep that level of like violence, the separation between like reality and fiction.
Okay.
Invincible keeps that line very hard. Okay. Whereas The Boys, for me personally, it's too real. I can't tell the difference anymore.
I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind seeing pull a dude's fucking spine right out of his goddamn column and just hold it up in the air.
And I love that they do that, and that they get to use that in their art.
It is visceral, and the better the effects get, the better it looks. And at some point, it's oof. It's not actually snuff that you're watching, but it feels pretty damn fucking close.
Pretty close, and that's okay.
Yeah, creative license.
They are going to do a live action Invincible. I don't know to what degree, but there are plans for it. It's not going to be exactly what you're seeing on panel. Yeah, it's not going to be the same as comic or cartoon, right? But it's still in Seth Rogen's hands, so there's at least that.
Is it now?
You know what?
Yeah.
If this is what Seth Rogen does with this comic, another Image comic that is probably in his realm and he would love to do because it's right up his stupid alley.
I know where this is going.
Give me Battle Pope.
If we see Battle Pope, I'm gonna die.
Goddamn Battle Pope.
But anyway,
we'll be getting live action. We'll be getting Savage Dragon, which already had an animated fucking show way back in the day. But we'll be getting that before we get Battle Pope again, man.
Battle Pope.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch, my guy. On that note of things yet to come, we
things
have
to look forward to.
we have things that are now closed, which is our stream tonight. Thank you all for tuning in tonight as we chatted through some news and also this series. We encourage you all to go watch Invincible. Please do, and keep up the conversation with us on Twitter at Crusade Nerd. You can find us also on Instagram, where some weeks we will let you guys, in our place of our show discussion tonight, we usually do a comic book. There was no way we're going to do a comic book with this just ending.
Oh, yeah.
With that also in mind, we encourage you all to go check out our sister show, the Nerd Crusade podcast, wherever you find your podcast. That's your Spotify, your iTunes, or whatever the hell they're calling it now. And you can find the video version on YouTube by searching Nerd Crusade. What we'd like to do when we end our show is we'd like to raid some other people on right here on twitch.tv/nerdcrusade. Right now, we are going to send you all to Katolis. Right now, what they're doing is they are playing their way through Kingdom Hearts. So if you like yourself some lore and some way to deep dive into big stories, that's where to go.
Right on.
Should be a good time.
Let's send them on over. Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts is always a
there's that one battle there I forgot to tell you guys about, man.
One day we'll talk Kingdom Hearts, but I'm not brave enough to start that lesson.
No, not me either. I don't know it. I have no idea what anything about it, man.
All right.
I'm
that in
scared
mind,
of Kingdom Hearts.
With that in mind, we will talk to you later.
Take
Have a
it
good
easy.
night.
You guys should see Invincible versus the Unexpected Pregnancy. Take care.
The what?